Hello, gentle viewers. This is Avindian once again with a new series of FTL, Faster Than Light, a roguelike game in which you control a single cruiser, flying through the galaxy, coasting through the galaxy. You could kind of coast through the galaxy, I guess. Flying through the galaxy to locate and destroy the Rebel flagship. I thought this was a really good thematic game before we start playing Stellaris in a couple of days. It's another space-based game. There's explosions, although there probably aren't explosions in space due to the lack of oxygen, but sure, whatever. And so that's why we are playing FTL. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in. I'll explain some things as we play, but I've played this game quite a bit, so the basics are pretty familiar to me. So when you begin the game, you get to choose your ship. The basic ship that's unlocked is the Kestrel, which you can see here. I've already unlocked two other ships, the Engi Cruiser, which is based on drones and ion weaponry, and the Stealth Cruiser. But I am trying to win. Let's see here. We are trying to... I really want to win the game. I have not beaten this game ever since they released the new... and this shows the other variants there. We'll stick with this. I really want to beat the game since they released the free expansion Advanced Edition a few years ago. I've never been able to beat the game. It's much harder than the base game. Because it has all sorts of interesting wrinkles. So I definitely want to give that another shot. So we've got three choices for the layout. This one gives us a med bay. And other than that, it's a pretty standard ship. We get 3 crew members, all human. We have one that has 4 aliens, including a Zoltan, which can power a room. The Mantis, who's really good at fighting. And then 2 humans. Still has a med bay. And finally, if we want to go experimental, we have one that has a human, a second human, and a Lanius. Lanius are beings that actually suck the oxygen out of a room. We can tell this room has no oxygen in it. But most importantly, this has a cloning bay, which means that you can't heal people. Instead, when they die, you get a new copy right away. Although there is a bit of a delay, so if you lose your entire crew in one go, you're still screwed. Now I tried recording earlier, and I had some problems where people kept calling me, which was very inconsiderate of them. So I went ahead and just scrapped the recording, and we're just starting again fresh. But I really like the ship I chose, the B layout. So I think we're going to give this one another shot. We'll see if we survive, and if we don't, maybe we'll try a different one. So we're going to call this the... We'll call this the USS Avindian. A nice name, I think. And I am American, so, you know, Avindian makes perfect sense. We've got Jorlak the human, Cubbin the human, Josh Cubbin, pardon me, Tai Yi the Zoltan, and Tak the Mantis. The one thing I don't like a lot about this ship is this really basic layout of 4 lasers. This isn't going to last us too long past the first, maybe the second sector. We're going to play on easy. You get more scrap, it's easier to beat the enemies, and I'll be honest, I'm probably going to die anyway. And this will at least let me get to show you more of the game before we die horribly. So, I think that's all I need to say right now. I'll talk more about the game as it develops. So let's give her a start. So, the data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing Rebel fleet can catch up. Health. It's important that your crew is not dead. This is a good thing. Of course, I've given you a tiny bit of a spoiler, so I apologize, and I won't repeat it in case you haven't played this game before. So different events will pop up for each sector. This is the basic one you always get at the end of the game. You always get a new tip. So let's take a quick tour of our ship before we actually go into combat. So right now we have one crew member as the pilot, and the pilot is needed to make sure you can jump. Without a pilot, your ship can't move. We have the TAC working on the shields to keep those nice and strong. We have Cubbin, Josh Cubbin, boosting our dodge chances using the engines, and then we have Zoltan on our weapons, Tai Yi. Let's go ahead and turn all of our lasers on. There's really no reason in the game not to have all the weapons you possibly can on at any given time. This is our med bay where we can heal our crew. These are our sensors, which allow us to look and see what's going on for other ships. This is our oxygen. It turns out that everyone in the game except for the Lanius need oxygen to survive. Fancy that. And then our doors. So as you play through the game, you use scrap to improve various systems in your ship, hire more crew. We have 7 total slots. And buy better stuff. We can buy guns, we can buy augmentations, and then we have other stuff in the cargo hold. So, every sector you jump to a new sector, and when you do this, there's nothing I want to upgrade right now. We can choose a new area. Now, the first time I played through, it took me about 2 sectors before I found a store. We get one right off the bat. But it's so near the beginning, it might be worth skipping. The problem is that as you play, each jump also has the rebel fleet jumping. And if they catch up to you, you're not guaranteed to be dead. But let's be perfectly honest. You're pretty much dead. Yeah, and the problem is the store... we're going to let this store go. Unless we get some sort of lucky event that delays pursuit. It's too risky to try jumping back and then jumping back forward. We'd lose 2 jumps. And every time you jump, you use 1 fuel. Let's just jump to this sector and see what happens. In danger, we're going to have ourselves a fight. Not that I'm surprised. So, because I've played this game a few times before, I kind of have an idea about how some of the weapons work. So this person has a basic laser like we do and an ion gun. And ion guns temporarily disable things like shields, so they're pretty nasty. So we need to decide what we want to target. You can press the keys on your keyboard, or you can use the mouse. I think the keys are just easier to do. We're going to go ahead and concentrate 3 of our lasers on the shields, and 1 on the gun. So the first one will hit the shield, and then the later ones will do actual damage to the systems in the crew. If we had better sensors, we could see what the crew is doing, but we don't have that, so we can't tell. So, we're just going to sit for a little bit here and see what ends up happening. The ion will almost certainly fire first, because the ions are pretty fast. Alright, so first off, we dodged the ion blast, very nice. And all of our shots on the shields hit. The shot on the weapons didn't hit, but the one on the shields did. So now their crew has to repair the shield. So while they're doing that, let's go ahead and target their weapons. Here's their hull. When their hull goes to 0, they go kaboom. Okay, so now the ship is trying to escape using its FTL drive. However, the entire crew went down there to fix the guns. He's got delayed. In this situation, you have a couple of options. You can either shoot the pilot's bay or shoot the engines, either one of which will delay things. Just for fun, let's spread out the guns, because they only have 1.0 hull left, so they're going to die anyway. And we fire, and they go kaboom. Hooray! Oh, wow. So we got some fuel, we got some drone parts. We don't have a drone system yet, so we don't need that. We got scrap, but most important, we got this cool ability called stealth weapons. So, one of the systems you can get in the game is called cloaking. This means that you can actually shoot while you're cloaked. Normally when you're cloaked, you can't fire. Your weapons will charge, but they don't discharge until the cloak ends. So this is a really cool augmentation to get this early in the game. We're definitely going to want to try to get cloaking now to take full advantage of that. I didn't explain missiles yet. We don't have anything that uses missiles, so as we play, I will point something out if it does use missiles. Our first jump, Your jump leads to a remarkable binary star system. The view is beautiful, but there is nothing else around. Well, we get a nice view. That's not nothing. Let's jump to this sector. An event. Okay. At this early in the game, the enemies aren't very strong. There's almost no reason not to just attack the ship. Okay, he's got a drone, and it's a regular combat drone. So they're just going to keep attacking us the whole time. And it also has a very dangerous room laser. Because this guy's going to keep picking off our shields, we actually need to focus all of our attention on taking out the laser. And then we're going to bother trying to take down the shields. Because if they time this right, he'll take down the shields, and you can't control the pacing of drones, or it'd be even worse. His laser comes in and does serious damage to our ship. And we shut it down before it got a chance to fire. That was excellent. These automated ships cannot repair systems, which means that they tend to be a little bit more powerful, but once you're able to neutralize their advantages, it's no sweat to beat them. Let's just finish her off. It's an auto-assault ship, so I don't think it can jump anyway, but there we go. Ooh, we get an updated map, and we get 10 scrap. Hey, I'm a poet and I don't know it. So this is a cool feature that you'll occasionally... You can also get something called a long-range scanner that does the same thing, and it tells you what you can expect in each location. Possible ships are almost always hostile. Can I go jump? No, that doesn't jump back there, so it's not worth hitting the distress signal. Distress signals are almost always worth pursuing because, first of all, they're more interesting than your regular encounters, and second, they usually have better loot. But it's not worth the risk right now. And we also know there's no other stores in this sector, which is unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Notice here we can see that the rebels have started speeding forward. If you jump into a sector they've already controlled, you're in for a very tough fight. In the early game, we'll probably die if we run into one. Let's go ahead and jump to this location because it gives us the most possible options for our next jump. A Federation encrypted signal is being broadcast from a nearby planet. So this could be risky. We could lose a crew member. Or we could just ignore it. But we're not here to be wusses. Send the away party. And we get both intruders on board and an enemy ship. Well, it was bound to be risky. So there's another way you can actually defeat an enemy ship, and this is to destroy their crew. If they have no crew, you automatically win. This doesn't apply for the robot ships because those are automated. But this is another way to win a fight. This could be possible for us because... No, these aren't crew. These are just ended up on here somehow in a mysterious way. So we need to go ahead and fight the ship, and the ship has 2 missile launchers. That's not ideal. So we're going to focus all of our laser power on those missiles. So once intruders get on, they start shooting your stuff. We're going to go ahead and let them take the doors down. The key to winning any battle is to try to get them to fight you in their med bay. And they almost always will. So we need these lasers to hit. Okay, that actually shut down the med bay. That was really, really bad timing. We're going to pull both these guys out and have them fix the med bay. And then we'll be able to take these guys down. And they shut down our oxygen. This is really, really bad. You are not allowed to escape. Alright, this is now repaired. Don't you dare kill the Zoltan. And don't you dare try to take out... There you go. We still have to deal with the intruders, though. So what we'll do is we'll sit here and fight them as much as we can. And then we'll take off to the med bay. So the heartbeat monitor tells you that they're almost dead. They're going to shut down our engine. I can't do anything about that. Someone does need to fix this oxygen before it gets too much worse. Alright, we're healed. Go kill them. Alright. Oxygen, priority number 1. No one can survive without oxygen, except the Lanius, and we don't have any of those. You can go and get the engines fixed. Okay, oxygen is back on. Please go and reactivate the steel doors. You will often find that even though, like, for example, the Mantis are terrible at fixing things, you don't usually have enough crew to specialize early on in the game. So I just have them fixing it because someone has to. Everything is now fixed. Please go back to your default stations. And let's get Cubbin some time in the med bay before we send him back. Okay, a dangerous fight. Our most dangerous one so far, but we were able to pull through. Let's jump down here. Okay, so slavers offer a unique opportunity to get free crew. You can always spend scrap to buy them, but if you attack them, they'll usually offer you a slave if you succeed, if you defeat them. Okay, we got another combat drone, we got another laser. So we've seen this setup before, and we know our focus has to be taking that laser down. Oh, that was a lucky hit. We shut the laser down, but he's going to keep hammering at us. So let's keep the... So now we're going to target the drone system and the weapon. Once you fix the sensors. Because the last thing I want is an errant shot to set the place on fire. This is weird. Usually by the time we've beaten them this badly, they're screaming for their lives. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to go ahead and accept your surrender. And we get Magna, our first rock. The Magna are a race that are immune to fire, which makes them handy to have, but they're really slow. They're pretty good in combat, too, because they have extra health. And we're going to have him run our sensors. And this will actually let us see what's happening inside the enemy ships from now on, as long as that's crewed. Let's see, 1 jump, 2 jump, 3 jump, 4 jump, 5. I don't think 5 jumps is possible. We'll go down and hit this one and see how they continue to jump. Okay. So now we get some information that's useful to us. We know they have 3 crew. We know what systems they have, although it tells you the general systems no matter what. Even the war scanners can tell you that. And so if we have the right capability, we could actually target and pick off the crew. This is an Angie, by the way. And Angie are really, really good at fixing stuff. They have a flat cannon and a missile. So we're going to divide our attention equally between shields and weapons. For this first sector, maybe even the first 2, the 4 lasers we have now should be fine. But I don't like... Ooh, we set a... Oh, that's a teleportation bomb. We set them on fire. Focus all our energy on there. We might be able to kill some crew. You want to kill crew anytime you can because you actually get a lot more loot if you do. Okay, their FTL is charging. We have to take them out now. We've at least damaged it, and 1 more shot will kill them. So they go kaboom. A little bit of a tougher fight. We get a missile, a drone part, and 27 scrap. Let's just leave the sector now. I don't want to take any chances now. We'll just jump to the exit. Sometimes the exit beacons have interesting events, sometimes they don't. This one does. Oh yes, let's attack the rebels. A laser and a basic laser. So we'll focus on the... You haven't seen the room lasers yet. They're really nasty. We set the place on fire. Oh, this fire's starting to spread out of control. And they have no way to heal. We're going to try to snipe them with our ship lasers and see if we can kill the crew. Oh, beautiful. He's dead. Oh, okay, the fire's spreading. Come on, kill him. Kill Emily. I actually feel bad. Emily's the name of a relative of mine. I'm very fond of. But, we need to kill him. Oh no! It's gonna kill him! We're just gonna sit here and see if the fire just fills the ship and kills him. The problem is eventually the fire is going to cause hull damage, and that'll kill the ship. I better roll on the damage and you'd be dead right now. Yeah, as soon as this fire tries to spread to the next room, the ship's going to blow up. No, it's not. But it is going to damage this system. I feel kind of like a jerk just sitting here going with death by fire. We'll just laser you to death. Do you want to steal the civilian supplies? That's kind of a jerkish thing. You know what? I always regret this because then you're always, that rebel was our sole source of supplies. You're doomed as hell. Well, doom this, you jackass. On to the next sector. This is always randomly generated. Your first sector is always a friendly one. Okay. Nebulas are tricky because nebulas interfere with your sector, or with your sensors. So, some of them are Slug Nebula. Slug are another one of the races in the game. So we can go 1, 2, which goes 2 friendlies, but then 2 nebulas right in a row. So we actually are going to take a nebula. The reason being that this gives us more chances for civilian sectors. Civilian sectors have worse loot, but they're generally safer. We could go here, then here, then here, then here. I really don't want to do a nebula. It's just me, maybe. So we'll go to this Engi-controlled friendly sector. And we'll see if we can find a distress call. We are on it. Okay, ship without life forms within a nearby dense asteroid field is going off. The distress call. Shall we investigate? It could be dangerous. Of course we will. We find a damaged pirate ship, and we get ourselves some good loot. Very nice. Jumping to the next area here. Your ships need to operate outfitted for combat. Care to take up a bit of mercenary work. Okay. So to severely damage their ship, but we can't kill them all. Yeah, we can try that. They immediately respond to your appearance with your money or your life. They must be new to this. I agree. They've got a twin laser and a beam weapon. So our goal is to beat them badly enough that they surrender. I hope we don't actually kill them too quickly, but... Okay, good. We shut down that laser. I did not want that to happen. Alright. I'm an honorable sort. You can go back to the settlement. We got a flak gun. Yes. So, flak guns are... Ooh. This is almost like a mega weapon. Flak guns can do a lot of damage. But you can see it also takes a lot of power. I think it's worth a shot because it fires 7 individual projectiles. So let's go ahead and do this. And we're going to shut down these two so we have enough to power up the flak cannon. Flak cannons were added in the Advanced Edition, and I really like them as weapons. They're like a shotgun almost. And they can do a lot of damage. A store! Perfect timing. Let's see if we can get one of those sweet... we can get a crew teleporter. That would be handy. Mind control. Oh, I love mind control. And we could use some more crew. So many good things to buy here. I'm not going to splurge too much. I want to save enough scrap to upgrade our shields, and most importantly, We need to get that stealth system at some point to take advantage of our stealth weapons. Let's sell the basic laser. I want mind control. Mind control and a crew teleporter? I don't have enough crew for that. Give me John Caldwell, the Engie, and give me the mind control system. And then repair the hull. I want you on the doors. Oh, poor Jorlak here's been injured, and I've been repairing him. Let's go and spend some scrap to upgrade our shields. That'll give us an extra shot we can take. And we do not have enough energy to actually power up our mind control thing yet. We'll get some scrap and we'll invest in some more power later on anyway. Let's go down here. Nah, there's nothing there. That's kind of a distress beacon. Away we go. You find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station. You hail them asking what's wrong. Help, we're being overrun by some sort of giant alien spiders. Here's the problem. This almost always ends up killing the crew person that goes over to look at it. But every once in a great while it actually works. If you have a slug crew member, I think, or the Lanius, they can actually do this without any chance of being harmed. We'll give it a shot. The giant arachnids are in charge. However, your team stays in control. Before long, you've beaten them back. Hooray! We get 5 fuel, 7 missiles, and 17 scrap. That turned out pretty sweet. Let's upgrade our power system so we can turn on the mind control. Another store. We need to start getting some scrap here. Okay, a great chance to try out our mind control. So mind control turns a member of the crew into an ally. So if we do it to this Engie here, he'll start attacking the shields. And now he's going to be forced to attack him. So when used with... Oh, that was a lucky hit. Please go fix the oxygen. I forget you are not an oxygen guy. Man, why are we just missing? They're going to have a darn good pilot. Here, let's... Right here's good. See, the problem is I'm hitting the shield and then it's just bouncing off. This is really irritating. Alright, we finally took down a system. One of their crew members is dead. Very nice. But they do have Engie, and Engie are really good at fixing stuff. Alright, so let's have you turn on your ship. Come on, fight your crew member. Oh, you're working together again. That's not fair. But we took him down. Good scrap, good fuel. Let's jump along here. Another danger situation. Oh, they have a repair drone. And what is this? Okay, this is an anti-drone thing. That's fine. And then they've got one basic laser. So this isn't the end of the world. But it does mean... Mind control own, please. I'm sure he won't... resist. Alright, that was You know what? I'm not going to apologize for that one. That was one of my better jokes. What did they just... Oh, they must have a boarding drone. That's not allowed. That's a mean trick. Yeah, so they've got a teleporting bomb. Oh, that's what this little box thing is. And they just go right through your shields, which is really unfortunate. Well, you're not powering up your FTL anymore. We're not getting good scrap yields. This kind of irritates me. Alright, we're going to swap these two. Because it's more important for him to be able to get around the interior of the ship, because he's going to be helping out with repairs as much as he can. Alright, tack, go heal. It's not particularly sexy, but I think we go ahead. You know, let's look at the store. And we'll see how much the store is worth. If the store's got anything really sweet. Here's our cloaking, and it's 150 scrap. We can't afford that. We can't afford the crew teleporter either. So let's use mind control through super shields, which is helpful. Crew fully healed by teleportation, nice. And half damage from low oxygen. Let's save our scrap. We will go ahead and repair the ship, but that's it. And let's actually spend the scrap on power bars, so we can power up our shields all the way. Which will significantly increase our survivability, even under the worst odds. We can buy fuel for scrap. You'll never get a better deal than this. Done. No one's going to sell fuel for just 2 scrap. Everyone else is going to sell 3 or 4. So it's a good deal, and you can't have too much fuel. We're going to go after that storage cache. Do it. So our mind control is useless here. But it doesn't have any shields, which means this should be one of the easier fights we'll have. By the way, since we haven't seen it in our own ship yet, this means that they're out of oxygen. And it's a robot ship, so they never have oxygen. What do robots need oxygen for? They don't. It would just make them rust. 34 scrap there, but there's nothing on the station. Still, there are worse returns. Let's go into a Mantis-controlled space. We have a Mantis in our crew, which gives us some more options here. And there's a store right away. Not enough to buy anything useful, I bet, but there is a store. Hacking, useful. Lionel Hutz. His name isn't Lionel, but I think we can all agree it should be. Who are pretty good at... These have better skills at evasion, but not that exciting. Backup DNA. Ooh, even if the system is broken, but we don't have cloning, so that's not a big deal. Here's that long-range scanners I was telling you about. They tell you a lot more about the map. And then we can jump anywhere we've already been. Useful stuff, but nothing I want to spend our scrap on. And we're not going to jump to that store because we can't get back to it. Let's shoot at the rocks. 2 hull damage for 17 scrap. Worth it. We're just going to abandon that store. The reason being that we can't jump back for it. And I forgot to fix this. That could have been really bad. So doors make it harder for boarders. And we haven't had a lot of problem with boarders up to this point. But it'll become... I bet it'll be real popular here in Mantis space. Because the Mantis love their crew teleporters. Let's aid the civilians. And look, I predicted it. It is a... Now check this out. You are going to turn on your ship, my friend. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you thinking about trying to run away? That's not allowed. You know what? Oh, if this flak hits and does some serious damage, they're going to be in a world of hurt, quite literally. Yes, one is dead already. One is about to die. And where is this jerk? You're not going to beat Tack in a fair fight. Go get him, Tack. So I'm just going to use the flak. Well, I can try the laser. Okay, yeah, he's already repaired that, so we're going to have to take it down. We actually destroyed it. What's that contact? Ooh, a nice scrap bonus. Oops. No, I accidentally opened up the door. That would have been embarrassing. It's like the most embarrassing way to lose a crew member ever. Let's please close all the doors. Yeah, so after he fought off the attacker gallantly, I accidentally flushed him out the airlock. Whoops. Let's proceed. Danger is good. I like danger. Danger means good stuff. Okay, he's trapped on the ship. Take down the shields for me, Kusi. Oh, just fall right into my trap. Please do. And we need to take down their med bay, because I really want to kill the crew and get the extra bonuses. Damn it, and they got back. Their shields are all the way down. This flak is either going to destroy the ship or kill the crew. Or both. And in this case, it didn't kill all the crew, but it still did a lot of damage. Now we've got enough for that cloaking device, and I really, really want one if we can get it. No, we can't jump from here to here, so we'll just stay up here and explore. Go on, good stuff. Pfft, stay out of this, human. Not bloody likely. Let us... Here. We'll start with a mind control. Always with the mind control. Perfect. You just all ended up in the range of my flak gun. Don't use those teleporting bombs. Those are cheating. One crew member dead, and they don't have a way to heal. Two members down. This flak will either kill the ship or kill him. I'm not sure which. Maybe it won't do either. Oh yeah, you should be back in the shield room. Please go ahead and disable your shields for me. There's a good lad. I can't kill him without killing the ship too, so we'll just finish it off. Let's contact the civilians, and they ran away. Well, I can't say I blame them. We've got a lot of scrap, and it might be about time to put some of it to use, even if we can't find any better. But we're too heavily resistant on one weapon, and that worries me. That really worries me. Come and be a deer and heal yourself. That really worries me. I want to junk these other two basic lasers and get better weapons, but we just haven't found very many good weapons in the stores. And I gotta save up for that cloaking system to justify. Okay, another combat drone. We can sell those because I'm not going to bother with the drone system. It's usually not worth it. Investigate. Try to communicate peacefully. We get a new crew member. Welcome, Kirkner. Oh, why don't you hang out here for now? Is anyone leveled up yet? No one is. Oh, Taiyi is a super awesome weapons guy. He's pretty good at the engine. He's pretty good at piloting. Let's go to the Angie homeworlds. We got 2 of them. A store. What do you have in store for us? Cloaking and some better weapons. Do you want the burst laser or the hull laser? The hull laser is just better, although it does take longer to charge. Okay, cloaking, done. Hull laser, done. I'm going to go ahead and sell our drones. I'm going to sell one of my basic lasers. Drop in the hull laser. Okay, we need power. So let's add 1 to the weapons and 2 power here. So this should allow us to fully charge the flak and the hull laser and turn on our cloaking device. Which means we can actually jump into a system, turn on the cloak, and we can fire while we're cloaked. Which means there's nothing they can do about it. A nasty combination. And kind of the place how we've actually been leaning towards. Ooh, here we go. You come across a large trade station. However, as soon as you approach, a warning goes out to all ships in the region. Do not associate with the Federation sympathizer. All who oppose the rebels will be punished. But we can use our mind control. You locate the source of the announcement and convince the speaker to rescind his previous statement. Hopefully you will have enough time to shop before you can figure out what just happened. And it just gives us another store. There's nothing interesting here to buy, but that was cool that wasn't offered. Hey, we'll repair the hull. Always good to have a super-powered hull. Okay, this is a unique danger. There's going to be constant sun flares which generate lots and lots of heat, and this can be very, very lethal. So we're going to start by mind-controlling shield guy. And then we're going to target their shields as best we can. And they've got a big old missile gun on them. Shields down. Next time they fire a missile, we're actually going to cloak. Bam! Oh, I'm sorry. Did you think you were going to missile me? Okay, please take care of that fire. We will not accept surrender, especially when we're just about to kill you. And our oxygen is damaged. Get in there. Okay, he's got it. Jump, please. I don't like jumping in with damaged oxygen. Explain. Subject goal. Wealth. Engi motivation. Survival. Transfer of goods acceptable. Explain that you are friendly. Beneficial. Subject goal. Long, long journey. Remains compatible with transfer of goods from Engi. They send over the gear willingly and you feel better for it. 49 scrap. Nice. Do we want to invest any scrap right now? We've got 100 scrap. Let's go ahead and pick up a couple more bars of power and an upgrade to our engines. Let's try to kick up our evasion abilities. 25% of the time we'll evade a shot, which is really quite good. It's very desirable to be able to avoid those. Jump to this central location here. Please contact us, Engi. Our goals have analogous elements, however, not all available for disclosure. Discretion necessary. Offer your help. Tracked Mantis to hidden rebel base. And a quest marker. Let's go up here. And then boop, boop, boop. Okay, that's going to be our plan. This is probably the hidden base. Oh, you think you're trying to run away? I think you're going to have a change of mind. That one didn't really work, did it? I slightly regret my actions, ever so slightly. So it's just a matter of waiting. I don't know how their FTL is charging when they don't have a pilot. Oh, they've got an extra big pilot cabin. And they've got one of the triple lasers, and the burst lasers are kind of hard to track. Mind control. Yes, please. This may be one of the rare opportunities we'll ever get to kill a crew without a crew teleporter. Aww, I don't know why I did that. You know what? I think this is for the Engi stealth cruiser, and I already have that. Which means I should have just killed them, but... Let's see. Promise to help. Use your cloaking to disable the system. Let's do that. 22 scrap. Not perfect, but not bad. Let's do this quest. The Mantis are manned by the rebels. What a plot twist. Please disable your ship, kind sir. Alright, go get a Engi. Go get a Mantis, rather. It's still worthwhile taking out the pilot station, even with only one person aboard, because it means that... And let's shut down their cloning bay before they get any ideas about not cloning. This would be a perfect time to have a crew teleporter. Oh well. We took them down. Yeah, we already have the advanced stealth cruiser. Titanium system casing. Oh, yeah. I believe a titanium system casing is one of those things that just increases your ability to resist damage. Yeah, 15% to negate system damage. Really nice. Really nice. Do we want to spend some of our scrap? We're about to jump into a new tougher sector. Let's go ahead and try to upgrade the shields as soon as possible. I've heard different theories. You can offer your own advice if you played the game before in the comments, but whether you should upgrade evasion or shields. And there's a lot to be said for both of it. The problem is that evasion doesn't help with the crew teleported bombs. Oh, I feel stupid now. There could have been something sweet at this store, and now we won't be able to buy it. The crew teleporter. Oh, well. Back to the topic at hand. And I can see both arguments. Oh, you are not getting away. In fact, you're going to disable your own engine. I love the mind control. It's so good. And then we get everyone in the same room, and then we can flak them, which sounds vaguely obscene. That's what you get for being a smartass. I'm gonna kill you now. Take your weapons down, good sir. Engi, get in here and help fix. I really haven't been paying attention to my cloaking system, have I? I spent a lot of scrap on that. But it'll become clear why we have it a little bit later on as the ships get tougher. We just haven't needed to use it. Some good scrap. buy another power bar. We still need one more to turn on our higher level shields. But that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so we can hail the ship. We can attack him before he can attack. Dock with the ship. And we can't buy anything, so they actually attack you for that. I knew that was happening. So this is our Oh, this is terrible. Okay, this is bad. Get in there. Repair the oxygen, please. This is our first opportunity, by the way. I don't want to vent the fire here for the simple fact that I don't want him getting... I don't want our med bay damaged. Did you just shut down? You did shut down my oxygen. God damn it. So the Zoltan shields are a very dangerous addition to the game in that they can absorb... They basically make the shield stronger, but only one time. So we're going to go ahead and flak these things. And the Zoltan shields, by the way, block out the ability to... block out the ability to use mind control. But now they're gone, so we can mind control. Oh shit, that's him dead. He's stunned. He can't get out. Okay, go put out some more fires. That's what you're here for. Nope. You've done more damage to this ship than almost anyone else in the entire game. So what you did is not okay. We get a little more scrap. Oh, we can't open doors until this is repaired. No, he's not trapped. He can get healed. Please kindly give me my extra power bar, and then bam, shields back on. Yeah, go ahead and just flush the oxygen there. Close up the doors. You'll repair the mind control. Tai Yi can now go heal. He was almost killed. He, I don't know. It's a big glowing ball of stuff. I don't know how I'm supposed to tell if it's male or female. Everyone can go back where they were. Kirkner, go heal. Jorlak, go heal. Hey, he leveled up as a pilot. So there's green level and there's gold level. You can also see down here, and we can see that we have... our pilot is level 1, or is the higher level, right? Didn't I just see? Yeah, you have the higher level piloting skill, but for some reason... Oh, you weren't actually in your station. There you go. See the 1 star there? 1 star there, 2 stars there. Next sector. A rebel stronghold or a slug-controlled nebula. I actually wouldn't mind having a slug on our crew. Okay. We're going to wait a couple seconds and let the oxygen... Why isn't the oxygen filling in all the way? 98%. Why only 98? 99. Come on, oxygen. Go to 100. Okay, this is weird. Okay, it's finally 100. That was weird. I need to repair the hull, but I don't want to go to a store because I can't afford to repair the whole hull anyway. No. I love the idea of buying fuel right now, but I can't afford it. So the nebula is not going to be effective to hide like it was in the earlier ones. Please don't give me an ion storm. Hail the rebels. Oh, look, it was a trap. Well, I kind of had the... Oh, they have a hack for my freaking mind control. Well, shit. And they have a boarding drone. Well, this is going to be one of the tougher fights we've had. Get in there to fight the boarding drone, please and thank you. Let's turn on the cloak. And let's go ahead and start doing some damage to them. Let's go ahead and take down their shields. Can you shoot flak? You can't shoot flak. And then I want you to target the... Okay, so their drone control is down, which I did not expect, but is still good. Oh no, it's their hacking. That's down, which is fine. Oh, why are all my weapons? Did they freaking ion my damn weapons? They did ion my weapons. And they have just enough of a laser that I can't stop them right now. Please get out of there and go heal yourself. Quit freaking missiling us. This is bad. This is really bad. That hole was never fixed. Get in there and fix that hole, please. And we still have no weapons for 4 turns. So this is not very fun right now. But there's nothing I can do about it. And you frickin' activate my damn mind control on me. Can I please have my weapons back? Eventually they'll run out of missiles. So I at least have that going for me. Okay, weapons back on. I'd actually rather attack that than attack my weapons right now, because we need to start doing some damage to you. Alright, let's start doing some damage. Let's take these weapons offline. We did a little bit of damage, not a lot, but at least we're doing some. Yeah, the hull laser alone's not going to get it done. We need to start skewing up the hull laser better. Did you freaking mind control my... God damn, quit fucking mind controlling. I hate hacking. That was our chance to do some serious damage. We haven't been using the hull laser properly, by the way. We just double damage if a room doesn't have system in it. But we've been facing ships with lots of different systems in it, so I guess that's somewhat understandable. And we finally destroyed it. That was a tough fight. Well, at least we got a bunch of scrap for it. Do I jump? I have to jump backward to the store. If we lose the hull, it's game over. Please repair everything. Thank you. Okay, so the Mantis have been hunting slugs. And I can't see their ship, which means I can't do mind control. I can mind control a room. Yeah, if I can't see anything, mind control is useless. Let's focus on the shields, shall we? Someone just leveled up. Who just leveled up? Ah, it's Tack, our shield guy. Very nice. Okay, they're not running anywhere now. We're going to save the hull laser charge, because I'm going to fire it in an empty room so you can see how much more damage it does. That means this flak has to take the shields down. Alright, so we fire in an empty room, and that did 2 points of damage instead of the normal... Or that did, yeah, that did 2 points of damage as opposed to the normal 1. It's like kind of a bad combination, but you know what, it's fine. And someone else just leveled up. Who else leveled up? Our pilot did. Very nice. We'll go ahead and cloak to avoid that. And another ship is destroyed. A goodly number of scrap. Very nice. They're going to burn me out. Am I supposed to be attacking them or something? Oh, this is an actual fight. For some reason, I thought it wasn't letting me attack. Perfect. We reduced their shields. I'm going to start holding the hull laser and firing it at the same time as my flak cannon, because the flak cannon's the only thing that's really taking down shields right now. See how much better that works once I get the flak cannon to take the shields down? Kind of safe for it's supposed to be like a superly huge threat. This isn't that scary. And we just took it down with 2 shots because of firing in a systemless room. More scrap. And a store. I'd still like to get slightly better weapons if you have some. We already have stealth weapons, so we can't buy it twice. And it's not stackable, so that's fine. These are all drones. I could get a hacking room. But I think I'm actually going to upgrade the mind control, because it actually makes them more powerful, since there's no weapons here to be had. And then I can just jump back into the nebula. And I really don't want to hit an ion storm. Ion storms cut your power, and they can be really nasty, so I'm not even going to bother pursuing here. Alright, I think we're going to end this episode here with our adventure to the Zoltan homeworlds. This is because I know the last sector is going to be one of the longest we'll have. So I hope you've enjoyed the series so far. Please remember to like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about FTL, if you want me to keep doing more, or if you have other games in mind. For those of you who don't already follow me on Twitter, @Avindian Gaming, I do have a Twitter poll up right now that can tell you about a poll I had up for a game series. I'm leaning towards a Hearts of Iron 4 series, actually, but we'll see how I'm feeling in a couple of days. So, before we officially end the episode, I'm going to send Magni, because otherwise I'll totally forget. And it'll turn out that he's the most important crew member, and he'll die, and I'll be very sad. And... oh, so slow. He's home. Okay. So as always, game on, have fun, and good luck. See you next time, everyone.